we done made it back to the crib.
No, Joe looks like he's in Paris. We got
the Eiffel Tower.
we need to call her Le Joe. Yes, sir. Life is good and God is great. Welcome to Set Your Lineup, episode 88. Checking in to the right of me, I got
the
none
people's
other
champ.
than
The people's champ, Hornet Nest Legend. Shout out episode 88 to number 88, Michael Irvin of the Dallas Cowboys. The loudest talking commentator in sports.
Whoop whoop.
Who wore the 88 after Michael Irvin? And before Michael Irvin?
Dez.
Who wore it before Michael Irvin?
That I don't know.
Is it Hill?
Drew Pearson. Drew Pearson. Yeah, Tony Hill was number 80.
80. That's right.
Checking in down to the bottom to the right. I got none other.
Well, you already know it's the trigger man. When no one else is willing to take the shot, I will. This is Set Your Lineup podcast. Podcast about sports and humor. So you already know it's going to be a fascinating conversation, and conversation rule the nation.
Yes, sir. Last, but definitely not least.
I'm the people's champ.
It ain't the people's champ, dude.
Well, hitting that yen, he's starting to lean.
I got you.
Even Roy Jones was forced to lean back.
That's got two dogs.
Clutch. Well, you could make the argument he's the most clutch player ever.
Checking in.
This is your boy Clutch, a.k.a. Domino, a.k.a.
Freaking man.
You an AKA now?
No.
Oh, I'm finna say, what done happened?
What
Tevin Cameron, can we talk?
Kevin Garnett said anything is possible, so he won't. Well. Let me see what we got here on episode 88. Oh yeah, Champ did do his jersey number.
Yeah, good one.
So speaking of the NFL reportedly fires 3 officials, but they relegate them to college football. DSPN not here today, so y'all know how I do it. Anybody give you the topic off?
Oh, did he get the topics off?
Well, that's a good thing. If you are supposed to be in regard to be the highest and the most talented referee, then you should be considered that. And if you start making a whole lot of errors and mistakes, then you should be relegated and moved back in the pecking order to let some of the newer, more bright-eyed officials move up and do the job the correct way, because there's too many errors going on the field, not enough play, not enough calls being called. Move them down and I like the idea of moving them to college and let them call and then give them another opportunity to move back up whenever they get back into the groove. But yeah, that's a good idea. I like that thought. Mm-hmm.
Anybody else for our people jump up? Go ahead.
Yeah, from my understanding, the 3 refs were calling Patrick Mahomes games. Those were the mistakes that they were referring to were the Kansas City Chiefs game. So allegedly, that's why they were demoted.
So were they really mistakes?
I'm gonna make 15 go crazy. I'm drafting next year in my fantasy now.
I doubt you will.
I'm drafting.
I doubt you will.
True man, Joe, what you think about refs being demoted?
I love it. I love it. Coaches get fired, GMs get fired. So why referees can't get fired?
Fired or demoted?
Well, you choose.
No, they
They
chose.
they
I
they
felt like
first they first cousin, they related, so you not quite fired, but one more bad call, you might be out the
in
league.
high school.
Yeah, there
What
you go.
college? What yeah, what college? I mean, I want to know what college, because this ain't
That's a
y'all
good
know how I
question.
feel. Y'all
That's a
know
good
I'm
question.
I'm more college than NFL, and I don't think, I mean, like Donald Trump said, don't send us your worst.
But you have to
Uh,
think this is a good I want to say it, a good step in the right direction of giving the viewers a better quality game to the greatest game on earth. So referees have done some calls that prevented teams from making the playoffs or making
Mm,
deep playoff runs, et
mm.
cetera, et cetera. So, hey man, they had to hold them more accountable, hold their feet to the fire, and the fans, man, they pay a lot of money to see the teams play. So let the players play, man. The referees ref the game more efficiently.
And I
right.
hope one of the referees that was demoted was the one that called that not a catch with Dez Bryant against the Green Bay Packers.
Boy, that was horrible, man.
Okay.
Horrible. I love this aroma.
Might have
So
been
let's
20
say
years.
I
I love this one.
I
I
I,
feel like it.
I like analogies. So let's say we're talking about security, neighborhood security. Neighborhood security. No. Let's say we talk about we done made it. We up there. We need security. Um so Stephen A. Smith, First Take, they security ain't getting the job done. So ESPN done signed us on. ESPN said, you know what? Them two security guards, they trash and need to be demoted. We're gonna send them to cover. We're gonna send them to secure such a lineup at the podcast convention. We're gonna demote them some. How we feel when you seen us your trash?
Mm.
Well, if you think about it, theoretically, if you made it to the NFL to be a referee, then you probably in the upper echelon anyway. So
Yeah.
being demoted, you still probably better than some of the ones that you have in the conferences because they're going to the Power Five conferences. So you still got some of the ones in the Power Five conferences that can't call a spade a spade.
So we're gonna
So
make it better by sending people back.
yeah,
Didn't one of Alabama coaches got demoted all the way down to high school? He was coaching in high school. Like what was the
Yeah,
name of the high
I won't say
school?
demoted. I mean, he got fired and he had to figure some stuff out.
You mean tell me he couldn't get a
Bravo.
Division III job? That man started coaching Northwest. What's the school? I can't think
Got
of it.
sent to Private. He got sent to Private. The
It wasn't
defensive
problem.
coordinator.
I'm talking about head coach.
Oh yeah. Lou Verne High.
Was it
Lou
Lou
Verne
Brown? It
High.
was some
Lou
God.
Verne, baby. Dubose led us
Okay,
to
yeah, yeah.
led us to a state championship. Well, a state
Oh
championship
shit!
game.
I thought it was
Mike
JD shit.
Mike Duba, no, Lou Verne. Lou Verne, that's my other school. But yeah,
Volunteers, baby.
yeah, he had a little check. But that was wild. Mike Dubose was coaching at a 2A. Was Laverne 3A at that time? 3A or 2A high school. From
That's crazy. The fall from grace. It's real.
right.
Just like the rapper, Meet
All
Me
right.
in the Club. It's going down. I can't think of his name. But he was out there Ubering and stuff. And people was trying to criticize, hey man, gotta do what the man gotta do.
Oh, Young Jock.
That's his name. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Young
He
Jock.
Yeah, people know him more for well, the young kids know more from love and hip hop and stuff of that nature.
Man,
So
Mm-hmm.
when he was big and hot one time, he had came to Montgomery Mall. I think a fight broke out in Montgomery Mall when he's out there signing autographs. If my memory serves me right.
That mall still open?
Nope.
Yeah, it is. A school, a police station, and and a fire station, and all.
Boy, aquarium.
And a
But
trash.
Shot in the butt.
since we're speaking of small schools in the central region of Alabama, let's talk about J.D. Davison. Finally getting a deal from the Boston Celtics. People champ. What do you guys say about that?
That's a good thing. I think well deserving. He's been in the program for three years now, I think, and he's been back and forth, on the roster, off the roster, back in the G League, and back and forth. And he won the MVP this year. He had outstanding numbers, 25 points per game. I think part of that was we didn't really have a roster spot for him for real, for him to be, because you can pull him up, but then if he ain't gonna be able to play, ain't no sense of pulling him up. You might well leave him down there so he gets some playing time and experience. So that's a big thing right there. So, but now playoff time coming, and then we probably gonna get rid of one. We got two guys that we're gonna probably get rid of at the end of the year. So he'll be a stay on the roster coming up next year. And they've already said they're gonna probably try to give him about 10 minutes a game. So
Boston had an open spot on his 15-man roster, so no corresponding move is necessary. He should have been. He should have been called up.
yeah,
Somebody saved him. I don't want him on. I don't want him on the Celtics.
But you know that the light skinned guy Villamano with the ball here, they come back and forth. They switch them out sometimes, so that's why. So they just went with JD, I think.
Right. And I mean, it's not bad because JD is only 22 years old. And you got guys coming out, Broom and all them, 24.
Trash alert. Woo, 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 woo.
And Bronny done with the G League right now. He on the roster, ain't he?
I mean, everybody done with his over with.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brittany Griner gonna be in the G League, but we'll talk about that on the next show. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get through talking about JD. We'll give JD his time. Does anybody think JD would have done better? Being in college these 3 years, he was just been graduating from Alabama. NIL.
I think college would have been.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'd be making a little bit more
better
money.
suited for him. Because to me, first of all, congrats to the young homie on the new contract, well deserved. Now that I've got that out of the way, I'm really not a fan of the guy's game. Man. He's a superhero in the G League, and when he get called up in the few minutes that he get in the game, I see absolutely nothing. So I just don't know if he's ready for prime time. They done signed him, but I guess it's to be continued. But when I watch this game, it don't move the needle for me. I'm sorry, I'm not. You can call me a hater, that's fine. But Trigger Man, he shoots the shot the way he want to shoot it.
I mean, he's not gonna be stud. So I mean, we got 8 deep. So if like I said, they're gonna try to get him 10 minutes a game. But
understand that.
It ain't like he gonna be stud.
You would think that. But you don't get a whole lot of minutes when you do get called up. But the minutes that you do get, you should be able to flash on the defensive side or something that you show phenomenal possibilities. So when I see it, I'm like, man, he be dunking in the rim and getting the steals and behind the back passes, and I just don't see Nathan.
You just said it.
Man,
nada. And
then
you just
answered your own question.
And then he get the ball, sometimes, and he squeeze and shoot it. He playing hot potato when he get the ball. He don't even want no parts of the ball.
He a point guard. He's supposed to distribute the ball, man.
He ain't no natural.
Man, the only thing I like about the Celtics is Jason Tatum. That's about the only light skinned dude I can deal with
Turn the
in the
TV
NBA.
off. Turn the TV off.
That's the only light skinned dude I can deal with in the NBA is Jason Tatum.
Man, great.
Well, I guess you ain't gonna watch much NBA these playoffs because we going to the finals B. So
as long as Jason Tatum playing, I'll watch it.
You guys supposed to go to the finals when Chris Porzingis is your third best player, when he a third option, when he's a number one option pretty much on any other team. That's a great luxury to have. And then Pritchard doing this thing off the bench, and Derek White losing his hairline, but one of the best two-way players in the league, and they broke the three-point record that the Golden State set a couple of years ago. It don't even feel like it to me, but it's gonna be hard to beat the Celtics, man. For real.
So you put Porzingis over Drew?
Who is
Drew
Drew?
Holiday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Easy.
Put him
That's
over Austin Reeves too. Everybody want the best third option in the NBA. Man, it's Porzingis, man. Stop playing. I'm a Laker fan. There's a reason why the Knicks. He was a
Who
top
are
three
you
pick.
trying to convince every time you say
I'm
you're
just
a Laker
telling you.
fan?
I'm just stating the
Us
obvious.
or yourself?
I'm just stating it.
Joe, who the last best point guard to come through Alabama? Not the state, but the school.
Question. Hollywood Robinson. What the name was?
Oh, not Ronald Steele, not Colin Sexton.
The boy that's from Mississippi.
No, I'm talking about coming from the university.
Hey,
he went to Alabama, right?
Hey,
yeah.
who was that?
Played with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
Mo Williams.
Yeah.
Who was that boy that went to ASU? They were comparing him to Jordan. I can't think
Steve
of his
Rogers.
name. Is that him?
That's the one I knew of. He
Yeah,
was third in the nation in scoring. And I think he got drafted by the New Jersey Nets, like top 5 pick. But he didn't pan out of the NBA, and he went overseas and was a fixture over there.
Was he a point guard?
And he probably was a shooting guard. He used to pull up from the head coach at Alabama State.
Oh, okay. I thought he was a point guard, but yeah,
was I born?
Bad.
Was I born then?
That was the 80s, baby. That was the 80s.
They get no airtime then, cool.
Yeah, they didn't get no airtime. But yeah, he was that boy was bad. I remember him. I just didn't remember
Jordan
his
played
name.
with one that's Alabama, Enos Watley. He's a point guard at Alabama.
Yeah, I like it. I think I remember him.
No relation to Jody Watley.
Speaking of bad boys, as Clutch said, Brittany Griner says she can beat DeMarcus Cousins, and the people chimed in. I think
beat his pecker? beat the boogeyman. Come on, man, stop it.
But hey, I would bet everything I own.
Well, her and Anthony Davis used to date back in the day.
No, her and KD. Her and KD got something going on.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
No wonder hair look like that.
Jeez,
help that man.
I mean, do y'all think she can one-on-one?
She don't have a chance.
Playing.
She don't have a chance.
She can't one-on-one nobody in the NBA. Nobody.
If my son were here,
you can just think of the worst player possible.
Bronny.
No chance.
If my son, could she beat Bronny?
Come on, man.
I mean, but I think they're gonna play.
He gonna run circles around. Underlay, yeah.
I don't care how much stuff how many hormones she takes, she's still a woman.
Absolutely. Allegedly. I mean, yeah, right.
She cannot 1v1 and beat anybody in the NBA. I'm with Trigger Man on that one.
She ain't been the same since we brought her back from wherever she was stranded at.
Well, you might be right on that one. She got a new haircut. That's about it.
Shout out to the barber. Go get Puff Dad a haircut while you at it. And you give him Brittany Griner one. Look out for P. Diddy, too.
Let's see. I got some footage.
So, I'm glad she's that confident in her abilities.
That's the market.
It's also a little delusion. Like the confidence, BG, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
That's our ex-KD.
It's not a walk in the park over here.
He says you'd be no better than the third best post player on the men's team.
I'm just going to use that to fuel this. I mean, I'm better, but and I know that kind of gets at him, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little man.
But I would like to see that. I would pay to see that. I pay for our ticket. Front row though. I gotta be front row.
How money's on BG?
I got cuz on that one.
If there's no referee, I'm gonna go to the ATM and I'm gonna sell my house and I'm gonna put all my money on DeMarcus Cousins.
That's the greatest basketball coach of all time. Women's saying he was gonna put it on DeMarcus Cousins. I think that was Tarashi said. Tarashi the only one said she rocking with BG, man.
Career was cut short with that injury or whatever, man. Boogie was nasty. He was that dude.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real.
But Brittany Griner is on my
Fantasy league?
No.
Oh.
They're on the Atlanta Dream, man, and they're opening up the season playing in State Farm Arena against Caitlin Clark. And I have sent you guys multiple messages about, hey, let's go check out Caitlin Clark. And the same men that get on here and say, I only watch this because of Caitlin. You see the numbers down because of ain't nobody said.
I don't remember seeing that tech.
I have seen it.
I ain't saying you haven't, but I don't remember seeing it.
It's on a Thursday night. I might take my son, but
what's the date? What's the dates on it?
May 17th, I think. May 17th. We can shoot episode 100.
What I got going on?
We can shoot episode 100 in Atlanta, then just put it on the books and try to. I wouldn't mind.
Early in the season when she start cooking. Catch one of them games when she cooking.
Yeah. She been in a big crowd. I don't know. That sounds good. But let's move on to a little NFL. This is not ordered, right? But we're gonna do what it do. Let's talk about last time I was in Atlanta. I went to see the Pittsburgh Steelers face the Atlanta Falcons. And TJ Watt was not performing the first 4 minutes of the game.
Whoa.
Yo, yeah, that's crazy. That's why I be.
Nationwide is on.
So he wasn't performing the first 4 minutes of the game. And some jive turkey sitting on the row in front of me. TJ Watt ain't doing nothing. He getting cooked. He getting killed. He's trash. And then TJ Watt, I don't know how he heard it. Whip that where I was. But he started to go crazy. And I just kept looking at Clutch around the second quarter. Just looking at wonder why did he say that? Why did he But the question was brought up, should the Steelers strongly consider the unthinkable to trade TJ Watt? Joe.
Yes, absolutely yes. It hurts my heart as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan to say that, but
no, it don't. You want to talk about it.
The business model that we're working is obviously not working. He's probably like 31 years old. He's never won a playoff game in a Steelers uniform. Myles Garrett just got paid a ridiculous amount of money. So he's going to be expecting something in the neighborhood of that. So we can't afford him. And he could be a great benefit to Atlanta. They've been seeking a pass rusher.
No. I knew that
for
was
5 years. Y'all got the access to come get him or whatever. So
no, I knew that was gonna start.
But
I knew it.
Yeah, it's just we need to start getting some assets and some picks and start a rebuild. If somebody got some interest in Minka Fitzpatrick, you can have him too. We might throw him in with the TJ Watt. You can throw us a 5th round pick or whatever. It's fire sale time with them guys, them older guys. I only know I re-signed Cam. Hey, he long in the tooth as well. So we're a bit delusional talking about we're still a great defense. We are not. And yeah, so we need to start the rebuild. We still hadn't got a quarterback yet. So I think it'd be painful
Y'all
because you
got
don't want to
Mason
get rid of your
Rudolph.
legends. But they traded away Joe Montana, the 49. Nobody thought that would happen. Jerry Rice wore another different uniform. So
Hey
Aaron
man,
Rodgers
Y'all got Mason
Blasphemy.
Rudolph.
Why are you naming these people when you talk about TJ Watt? Is it Tyler White? What's his name is? TJ Watt. I don't know
TJ
his
Watt.
real
TJ
name.
Watt.
You are putting him on a pedestal that we don't see him on. I don't.
You don't
He's a
think what?
defensive end. No, he's not. To me, they got a commercial showing that he ain't the best football player in his family. Him and his brother going back and forth.
Okay, but these years he's played in Pittsburgh. You mean to tell me he's not a top 3 defensive player all the years since he's been in the league with Pittsburgh?
But you said unthinkable, man. That man a defensive end, man.
So he's not gonna be a Hall of Famer? He's not a Hall of
They
Famer?
can't
Oh yeah, he's a Hall of
I mean,
Famer.
the offense, they get the balls in their hand all the time. The defense don't have the luxury of doing that. But when you're a phenom like he is, and then the times when he don't play, our chances of winning is very, very, very low. And he's not better than Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is just a different kind of human. And I'm a Pittsburgh fan, but I can be brutally honest. But TJ Watt is great, and he's not the best player in his family. But that's don't make chopped liver of him.
Okay. But
even Aaron Donald shouted out TJ Watt on his skills and whatnot.
I mean, yeah. I mean, TJ Watt, he made one man be quiet. He made one man be quiet in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But I mean, I have a hard time getting on here to talk negatively. But Adam Sandler had a movie called Big Daddy, and in this movie, they were in the grocery store. Adam Sandler kept throwing vegetable cans of vegetable on the floor. Boom, boom. And he said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Dented cans to half price." Hey man, TJ Watt is a dented can, baby. Don't dented cans is half price.
Crazy.
He's a dented can. Don't sit him
that don't even make sense. If he's a dented can, then okay, Myles Garrett. That's obvious. He's better. Name some other people that's not a dented can, so you say that's better than TJ Watt doing his job.
You want to know a person that's not a dented can because they come from great DNA? They come from like TJ Watt come from great DNA. This person comes from a great DNA. And he got the longevity of LeBron, no did it.
Not the usual. Tonight we getting unpredictable.
He's here, y'all.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's happening?
Hey, I apologize for the lateness. I apologize for the lateness, but I had to go back and watch the Lakers game because a couple of weeks ago, Bronny had 17 points, and they said he needed more minutes, so he got 38 minutes and scored 4 points. So he's back to normal.
Dang.
And the team wasn't down by 30 with the Milwaukee Bucks starters all out the game. It's amazing. That man scored 12 points in the next 5 games after he scored 17. He is who I thought he was.
Who playing Maxwell?
Welcome back, Bronny James. That's the Bronny James we've been knowing. They gave him 1 game with 17. Do you know what they would have did if MJ would have scored 17 in a game? Hot garbage. I said it. I came on here just to say, Bronny, he is who we thought he was. That man shot 4. That man shot 6 for 19 for the next 5 games after that 1 game. We call that hot garbage.
They call his daddy the GOAT, and he ain't the greatest of all time. That man let Jason Terry outscore him in the finals for the series.
Not only that, then he had
series.
You just gonna come in here and do what you want to. You just come late for work. You come late for work.
The name unpredictable.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah,
that's what we do. Hey, that's what we do.
If BLBN was hosting here, be like, or whatever, he be the
I couldn't tell unto DSPN because he had them little tight tank tops like Lotto screaming, "I don't fit you," and so I just didn't know. I don't want to scream with a man with a tank top and look like his his nip was all erect, so I had to stay back. No diddy. That's why I just say, hey. Next thing I know, I would have thought I would have seen some baby oil coming out of nowhere. So I know my role.
Right, but you my son, and we like LeBron and Brandon. You come on, you can do whatever you want to do. You go start the last game of the season. Go go 2 for 12, 2 for 14, and you still
was. He is who I thought he was. So these LeBron fans, when he had one game all year in the NBA, talking about the G League, nobody count the G League. Like, oh yeah, the G League. We had one good game, and all of a sudden he's ready to be a pro. What about the other 26 games? He looked hot garbage.
Shout out to JD Davis.
But guess what? At least he was the MVP, and he earned the contract. That's all we say. He earned it. Give me JD over LBJ Jr. any day.
Could Brittany Griner beat Brandon James in a one-on-one?
Hell yeah. Anytime, any day. I feel sorry for that young man. See, you know the thing about Bronny James and LeBron James? It's not even them that I have a problem with. It's their fans. It's like they got more inside trader secrets about them than they actually say. They defend LeBron and Bronny more than he defend his own son. Yeah, you know, he got something that's working. And another thing, I'm waiting for this test to come out because I have yet to see a test yet. Because I have never seen a man 6'9", 260 jumping over the rim with his elbow on top of the backboard and don't get tested. I digress, people champ. I'm finished.
They don't never test the GOAT.
I see that.
Man, stop calling him the GOAT, man.
Man, free throw percentage comparable to Draymond Green. Man.
Stop calling him the GOAT, people champ, because join our Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group already, we're striving to doing numbers over there. And people champ keep calling him the GOAT, and you can read the sarcasm jumping off the page. It just come from nowhere. We got our LeBron James segment from Unpredictable.
There we go. Since I can't close like clutch, I'm gonna go ahead and start in the middle. Then they talking about Jordan didn't deserve the Defensive Player of the Year award because he had, quote unquote, even though they never told us what 6 games, they say 6 games that they gave one too many steals. Now, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I'm still waiting for the actual game so I can go look at it. Maybe they didn't. But they keep on saying 6 games. So now they want, because of 6 games, they want to take away the Defensive Player of the Year. Now, just my question. We had a whole rookie season. We seen Carmelo outperform him on every single category, including wins and making it to the playoffs. Can we take away his Rookie of the Year trophy? We got 82 games to see.
Billy Goat.
Yeah. Somebody he the GOAT because he played 22 years at 20. Man, what that mean?
Nigga, Billy Goat.
And guess what?
You're allergic to grass.
And he allergic to good teammate because he keep on getting rid of them. The only thing I can say is with the Lakers organization, no matter what has been good and in between, there's only 2 constants on that team since he joined. It's him and Jeannie Buss. And Jeannie Buss hasn't played a game yet. So we can keep on blaming everybody else, but eventually we got to blame the same person that's been on that court.
She was sitting in his lap at one of them games, wasn't it?
Yeah. And you seen Savannah.
We knew he would get drafted. We knew Brandon would get drafted.
Hey, that day when she sat on his lap, hey, she changed her name from Savannah to Atlanta because she thought she was about to be in the ATL that day.
Hey, that night I thought Brandon was going at 17 when they were draped on LeBron like Frank Lucas fur coat. Oh man,
yeah.
Brandon going first round.
Well, we can get back to our program. I had to make a grand introduction. That's how you got to do it.
Yeah, we were talking.
And I feel better that everybody got their full shirts on.
Yeah. You know, I kind of feel bad at trying to do my boy Jordan like Bernie.
Come on a podcast like that with a tank top, tank top and stretch marks.
TJY a dent can. What to show your knowledge about football?
That could be a clip. That's gonna be a clip.
Man,
we're gonna start putting little wages on what clip gonna do 1,000.
The one I just did.
Short. Cause TJ, I mean, Joe is treating TJ Watt like, but he trying to sell
This
him.
man is a Hall of Famer, a perennial All-Star. You talking about he a dead can? If he's a dead can, like I said, name 5 people in the league that's better at his position than him. Myles Garrett, he's the one. Who else?
Ooh. Myles Garrett.
What he got left though? But look, you
ain't
got him for sale. You the one got him on Craigslist. You the one got him on Facebook Marketplace.
You sell when the market is high.
Yeah.
So, because now we're gonna be paying him for what he's done, well, not what he's gonna do in the future.
No, it's time for y'all to pay. Y'all need to pay him
ain't
for
no
what he's
mutant
done.
like Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett a mutant. He ain't from this planet.
He ain't done nothing for Atlanta. So what we look like?
I tell you what, I love to have him in Dallas. We should have drafted him anyway instead of Taco.
Hey, y'all got one.
He can help somebody right now. Get to that where they need to be.
He can help the Steelers.
He need to be on
how can he help the Steelers? We haven't won a playoff game since he's been on our team. You tell me, come on now,
because he's at it.
We don't lose enough to get high draft picks. So if we can accommodate some draft picks sending off one of our best players, we need to do that. It's
Clutch.
But common sense ain't common these days.
Clutch, do me a favor though, cuz.
What's that?
Go ahead and clock out for me, okay? Huh? Go ahead and clock out for me.
What did you just say? You thought everybody was talking and didn't hear what you said. You come to Dallas, what now?
I said if we got TJ Watt, we automatically a playoff contender.
Oh.
Now he should be a contender in there. He should be a contender in there, yeah.
He right.
Look, he's still trying to say that.
Thank you, Trigger man.
You right.
You got Michael Parsons getting double-digit sacks and add him get done. There's gonna be so much pressure on the quarterback. It make Diggs and Bland all them much better.
He's still trying to sell that 1999 Rolls Royce.
It's very simple.
That was in the Big Time video. Come on, cuz. We don't want. Let the man finish his career in one place and y'all pay him.
No, he ain't finna do that. He got to go.
Well, look. Let's. Speaking of paying the man and finishing career in one place, that's unheard of. But finishing your college career in one place is unheard of nowadays. Tennessee quarterback, when this was brought to the board, we put on the whiteboard. Tennessee quarterback was holding out to renegotiate his NIL deal, his collective deal. He didn't play in the spring game. I should have got on the green screen. I got amazing. Check out the Facebook page. I got an amazing picture that I should have up behind me right now. Cause the boy's name is what? I'm a leaver. He's not a Keepovich. He set out the spring game.
I don't think he's that good.
He's not.
The people in Ohio don't
think he's that good.
He's not.
Yeah, I don't think he's that good. So I don't know why he's trying to ask for more money.
I think he made
the quarterback that went down there to FSU from Georgia. I think he can get that bread like he got the bread, but no.
He do got a ring. He do got a ring, or SEC championship ring, or something. The boy ain't did nothing. And I think he was making $2 million last year, and then he wanted $4 million. And that's a nine.
Somebody in this family should have gave broke down with the truth.
Somebody in his ear.
Agent
in his ear telling him.
Man, you is not that good.
Telling him he can get more money. Yeah, he is. Man,
might not get another job.
Yeah, he gonna get one.
Okay,
they're gonna make an example out of him. He's gonna be the first one they make an example out of.
So he go to Savannah State.
Right now, he could.
Well, he can't transfer to the SEC school right now because of the spring rule. So he got to go somewhere outside the SEC right now.
Who would want him in the SEC? Go look at his stats.
Florida State will take him. We take everybody.
Okay.
Y'all just pay the quarterback.
You know what?
Yeah, we take DJ Uglass. We'll take him.
Come on, unpredictable.
Looking at the rankings, even though that's just predictions for 2025, I think in the SEC alone, it was LSU quarterback. They had Arch Manning. They had the quarterback at Florida, and they also had the one at Texas A&M, all ranked ahead of him, if I'm not mistaken. So, judge based on
quarterback.
Him too. coming. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm talking about as far as like for 2025.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, out of all 16 teams, he might have been the 5th or 6th best quarterback returning based on projections and what they were already doing. So,
and you want a pay raise?
Yeah, he got some bad advice.
Yeah, exactly.
But that goes back to, as much as I hate to say, Nick Saban was right, and to me, and I think that's what's wrong with sports in general. Anytime the foot soldiers are making more than lieutenants and the sergeants, then you have a problem, because what happens when you have a $3 million player and the coach fuss at him and he quit? That's just money down the drain. So to me, they got to regulate this, because I've heard for years that they say a coach can do what he wants to, and that's not true in most cases. Because I looked at our coach at LSU, the best coach in the SEC. Well, the person in Georgia, I got to bow down to him. But outside of that, when you look at it right now, if LSU fires him, they owe him $60 million. If he decides to quit, he has to pay them back $51 million. And if anybody wants to go and coach somewhere else, it's going to cost $60 million. So a lot of times these coaches just don't leave. They get bought out. So if somebody was to give Kelly another $100 million contract just to leave, that would be actually $160 million. So sometimes they got to look at that factor where there's buyouts and clauses. So if you really want that coach, you really going to have to pay for him. And so to me, these players they got to honor it at the end of the day. I've seen coaches leave after the last regular season game in college. I've never seen a coach in the middle of the season, because the AD fussed at him, just quit in game 5.
Shout out to Lane Kiffin. He took our championship.
That's why they put that rule in for Lane too.
Tennessee, me being a Bama fan, Tennessee, I got something to tell you, man.
Hold you down, baby. You supposed to drink.
You're acting broke. Pay the man.
For what?
Quit being broke.
$4 million?
You recruited him.
Yeah. Why do you think they want to? They should pay him that money.
Cause they acting broke over there. They brokies in Tennessee. Pay the man, baby.
Well, the coach said he don't negotiate with student athletes. So with that being said, this is actually one of the biggest moves right now in the NIL situation, because we've had a player not want to participate and want to get the pay increase, kind of like the football players do. So this is going to be landmark. So we're gonna find out in the future if anybody else going to try that move, or if somebody else tried, what type of regulation they're going to instantly have to put down to keep that type of scenario from happening. So this is a big move for NIL college football.
Absolutely.
Also, and if he would have had a season, like a standout season, almost up in the the Heisman, even if he would have been in the top 15 of the, I don't know how far the Heisman goes.
Right.
You know what we having? We having a conversation, but
different conversation now.
And even like when you say he made the playoffs, sometimes you got to look at.
I said if he did something in the playoffs.
Oh, if he would have. Oh, okay, yeah, I agree. But when I remember watching, I look at players differently. I look at what you do against top competition. I don't look at if you play against some Division II school or the old Vanderbilt before they beat Bama. I look at when you're playing against an LSU, when you're playing against a Georgia, Ohio State, how do you perform? And to me, when he played Ohio State, he didn't perform, and that's a telling tale, because that's how you measure. That's what let me phrase. That's how I measure greatness. So when I can see a running back getting 150 yards on Tennessee, that's a running back. So somebody might play against Grambling and get 300 and pad their stats, but big time players show up in big time games, and he just didn't show up
in a lot of games. Even though
that Alabama game,
he wasn't good.
He almost self-destructed Tennessee by himself.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
He was good in bad games and against bad teams.
Yeah, Arkansas. He was hard.
You could see it in his eyes. The boy was choking, man.
Boy can't read defenses.
And so, now this is what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but I just happened to be listening to her earlier. They said that Oregon coach, the one that took that toll on him, that he was trying to, deal himself to other teams, and Oregon was the first one. Shout out to Dan Lennon.
Now, Oregon, that where the money reside. What was it? That's money reside. So that, but Tennessee, me being unbiased, I'm gonna step out unbiased. Tennessee did a real good thing. They shut that down because if they had taken that, it would have been to what the Browns did with James. Who? What the name?
Deshaun Watson. You said
Yeah,
James.
yeah, it would have been like that, and it would have set another precedent. It would have set another precedent. So what they did was good. But you guys say he's not that good. So when we're hearing he's not that good, we think about NFL. We're thinking about NFL. And if he's not that good,
they would pay him top dollar.
Just like that power forward for Auburn, even though he's All-American team, he's not that good.
But if he's not that good, he might not get picked in the NFL early. So get all the money you can.
I mean, a lot of people get picked. It don't mean they turn out to be busts. He gonna be one of them too.
That's a gamble. That's a gamble.
You know what?
I'm a believer. I ain't willing to take.
I'm a believer that those kids should get paid. I've never been against that.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I think the flip side of it is you have to have some regulations, like in the NFL, even in the NBA. Like they gotta play. There's no I'm going to sit out on purpose in the middle of a season or quit and think I'm gonna still get this money because they get sued for that. And so to me, I hate to say it about the young man because I think he's getting some bad advice, but you have to make an example moving forward because now you're gonna have just chaos.
How's it bad advice? If we're saying he's not that good, that probably I'm saying
whoever told him.
Joe said strike while the iron is hot. The iron is hot, baby. He's not that good. Somebody out there got a pocketbook.
Hey, if they was giving him $2 million for doing what he did, he should have kept it.
Unpredictable.
Why anybody throw the money at him?
Well, and Tennessee definitely can afford it because they raised their ticket prices last year to help pay for this.
They do concerts and everything. Well, show me the money. So I mean, come on, y'all acting like brokers. Y'all charging for the spring games and y'all doing this, throwing concerts in the stadium. Spread the money around, baby.
Well, put it like this.
Get away.
I'm gonna use NFL because we know more about the NFL quarterbacks. Hell yeah, you pay Patrick Mahomes. Hell yeah, you pay Lamar Jackson. Hell no, you don't pay Dak Prescott. So just I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be the first one to say it, and I think Dak get a bad rep, but Tua should have never got that goddamn money. 49ers won't be good for the next 5 years when they paid Purdy because they're already getting rid of all their weapons. Sunshine down on that. They paid him that money. The young man in Green Bay, he still got potential, but he hadn't showed no consistent flashes paying him all that money. I think, and I'm a quote. I got this from Shady McCoy, so I don't want to act like it's just my thing because I listen to a lot of TV. And like he said, we're debating should we pay the best running back or debating should we pay the best receiver in football, and we take our time with the best defensive end, but then we give a quarterback who $55 million who can't win on his own. That's a problem. First of all, they couldn't win with talent.
Right, and that's NFL. And this young man was playing the game like he was playing the money game like it's NFL. And the college is not NFL. It's not quarterback driven.
And also, here's the thing:
the money he was getting, he shouldn't have got.
Right.
His game ain't doing the talking, so he got to get the walking.
And I'll say this: if this was the NFL comparison, he's not Dak Prescott. I mean, he's not Patrick Mahomes. Hell, he's not even Dak Prescott. You ask me, name any goddamn quarterback for the Raiders they had. That's who he is. Just take one. Just pick one.
Let's talk about we talk about Patrick Mahomes and GOATs. Let's talk about a future GOAT, maybe a European GOAT. We ain't never had that discussion before. Who's the European GOAT? Since can't nobody replace Jordan, we're gonna do a European GOAT. And Luka Doncic returned to Dallas. Thoughts on his performance and the things y'all saw that night Luka performed. Anybody? Because we cutting it close.
It was expected. Dallas at the bottom. AD, he still want to be LeBron homeboy and dapping them all. First of all, I wouldn't have dapped them all. I'd have slapped him. That's what I would have did. First, that's the difference between the 80s and 90s and today. You ain't gonna trade me and I'm gonna show you some love behind my back. So you know what? He did what he was supposed to do. They fed him the ball. It was expected. Nobody on that team could actually guard him or challenge him on the other end either. So you know what? He did what he was supposed to do. They needed Kyrie.
And if you notice, every time they switched off and AD got on Luka, he destroyed it. And say you traded me for him, and Luka went straight to his chest every time.
Yeah. AD still want to be buddy with LeBron and hang out with the barbershop and man.
Oh, he flicked LeBron off.
Man, that wasn't real. No. I don't think.
I would have did it in his face. Hey.
Yeah, I'd have been,
if I would have flipped them off, I'd have did like Eminem did on 8 Mile with Free World. And Wayne did, my girl. I'm still up here saying Free World.
Allegedly, that's what the picture had him doing.
That's like if I'm trying to shoot a bird at Joe and Joe trying to, I'm like, that's hard.
If that was real, he shot a bird at LeBron like LeBron was his parent. Like his back was turned, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, mom. I hate you, mom. Yeah, man.
LeBron got that Jedi mind control on him, that Billy Goat syndrome.
Shit, Luka had 31 in the first half, didn't he?
Man,
well, they played a depleted Dallas Maverick team, man. They all the players they got.
Everybody, hold up. Lively was back. The other center was back. AD was back, so they weren't depleted that much.
Kyrie.
That's about the only one that was absent.
He can't play no defense.
Yeah.
Kyrie,
the only one that wasn't there. Everybody else was there.
I'm starting to disappointed. Dallas didn't put up no resistance. It could have been much, much worse. Like you said, it was 31 points at halftime. He should have put like a 65 or more 70 piece on him. But you know, when he saw they just laid down and were gonna fight back, he felt sorry because he used to play with that team, so he had feelings for him. He was crying, emotional, this and that. So he pulled up off the gas because this family.
But you know what? I go back and people talking about the 80s and 90s. Forget about the 80s and 90s. We'll say that's just put that in the scrapbook. That's no more 80s and 90s. Go back to
done with the 90s.
Guess what? Go back to 2010 when LeBron, or was it 11 when he left Cleveland to go to Miami? They couldn't wait for his ass to get there. And go back and watch that game in 2011 when it was effing LeBron up. When he came to the hole, they let him know. So people say he's 6'9", 260. See, what you got to realize, there's people 6'9", 260, but they don't have the mindset of somebody 6'9", 260. And when I say they beat Miami that day and they were celebrating it, they took it personal. And see, Luka, he'd have been Luka on the floor.
That's exactly right. Absolutely. No question.
Well,
if LeBron had either Jordan's or Kobe's tenacity, he would be unstoppable.
I don't think he got like Kobe and LeBron is the hair loss. I mean, Michael is the hair loss. Other than that, he ain't got nothing.
If I had Suge Knight mentality, I'd run the gump, but I don't. Listen, so let's switch over. We got some sad news. I think on Sunday it was reported that former LSU wide receiver Kyren Lacy had passed away, and was found deceased. And Lacy had, and I respect the dead, but Lacy had a case on him. That was a vehicular manslaughter or something like that, champ.
Yeah.
Man, you say you respect the dead, then you go and go piss on the dead.
How? I mean, I'm saying this what may have led to the circumstances that like, I mean, I've talked trash about that young man all season. Just really because of where he played at. But I took up for Ja Wick when he was shooting the gun, but I didn't when Lacy was doing it. And I don't know. I didn't know how to discuss this topic.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, he had a fatal car crash in Louisiana back in, I think, December. But the person he hit, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Type deal, yeah.
He had a fatal.
He was involved. Let me use better words. He was involved.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, he was accused of killing a 78-year-old man. So, but I mean, I don't want to just say he shouldn't have did that.
Yeah, absolutely, no question.
If that was the reason why he did,
right,
or if that's the reason what happened, we don't know right now because of the they're still in. Got to do the yeah.
But you know what?
I think that was somebody trying to get some get back. But that's just my opinion.
I'll say this about the accident too. From what I was hearing from my inside sources, Lacy wasn't even involved with it for real. He was around the area, but it really wasn't him. Number one, so if that's true or not. Number two, when you look at social media, yeah, because here's the thing: they say it was strong evidence that he was gonna get off because he wasn't actually involved. But to me, number two, you look at the media; they've already pronounced him guilty before he was already innocent.
That's how the media.
And that's why, with this generation, I always say, and I tell people all the time, social media is fake. I come on here, and yeah, I made fun about LeBron, but I got respect for the man. So it's nothing personal. It's not like I'm gonna sit there. So sometimes people gotta realize social media is fantasy, and people want clicks and likes and all that type of stuff. At the end of the day, we don't know what happened. But listening to what his dad's saying about mental illness and things, and even his former high school teammate, I forgot, Eric Armstead or something like that. I forgot what his name is. But because he plays in the NFL now, he shared text messages where they was talking about. He was just saying, "Don't worry about it, let God handle it." So, with this generation with the social media, it's easy to get access to people who are not in your corner, and it's easy to get people going and say, "Just do it anyway." So, when we have a situation, we come together and say, "Man, we better than that. We bigger than that. You got so much." But now you go on social media and they say, "Kill yourself," and everybody's saying, "Do it, do it." So it's almost like the people you surround yourself on social media, they don't know you. They just want to see whatever happens to you. So, take care of yourself. Mental illness is real. That's why I go see a shrink every other Friday in case one of them students hit me so I could pass out. I said it, but take care of yourself. Find somebody to talk to, and always stay prayed up.
Absolutely.
True. And like we saw the behavior and we understand. And football players, man, you a different person. Like football players are different people. You have a different mindset, especially when you make it to that level.
Football is a violent sport.
Right.
And there's a certain language that goes with football that a lot of parents sometimes don't understand. Like with a lot of profanity and aggression and grabbing and
downing our young children, telling them they ain't this and they suck and this and this and this and just constantly, and we building them up by putting them down. Come on, man.
Can I ask this question about this? And I don't know if I said it. With all this video and social media and all this stuff, why we never saw the actual video of the accident? Like, even if you go back to Henry Ruggs,
all the camera phones on him.
Like when you go back to Henry Ruggs, we didn't see the accident, but we saw him.
Thousands.
It's like, where's the video? And I guess that's my question. Like, I don't know if he's guilty or not. I'm not here to sit there and be judge, jury, executioner. I'm just asking as a defense lawyer, like, why haven't they posted a video? I look for it, and I haven't seen any video. So to me, it's just kind of suspect.
But our sincere and heartfelt condolences to the family. We should have started off with that. We do apologize for not mentioning that from the rip. Very sensitive subject. Too many times, our black young males are just lost to too many things. I know there's been some reports coming out today saying that allegedly the young man took his life, but they're still under investigation, so we really don't know. But it's just a tragic, just thinking about his parents and all his loved ones. They have lost a child. They have lost a loved one that they'll never be able to lay their eyes on that body again. And it's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah, and like I mean, loving your friends, check on your friends, your brothers.
Absolutely.
We become a brotherhood here, and that pushes a lot of time. We don't feel like doing this, setting aside time for this, but we like to fellowship with each other and spread what we like to do with you all, such a line of family, and that includes the people watching. Clutch, you got anything for us?
Right quick second.
Okay.
And when you're committed to each other, you're not gonna always feel good. But you make a commitment to excellency. You know, you're gonna do what needs to be done to keep the brotherhood, to keep the family together.
All right.
You know, just like with a marriage, it's a give and take. You know.
Unless you get divorced.
Shit. Can he hear you? He watching Dak Prescott, I think.
Oh, I got you. I got you right here. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement.
Yes, sir.
What's optimism?
Me knowing that this TJ Watt short, well, I'm calling him a dented can, and I put Pittsburgh and all that.
To keep a Vishnal cane. How about that? Dent can hat.